Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and make sure you hit that like button. We are here for our first rivalry game. Remember, Stanford is one of our rivals. Even though they are rated so much higher than us, they actually lost their first game. You can see their offense, it wasn't that hot, as David Mills actually was their quarterback, and they actually lost at Buffalo 14-24. I mean, this team might be beatable. I mean, it's a kind of a rivalry game as well, and you see Mills actually did get in, and he actually didn't do too well. Costello went down with an injury, and Mills could not bring them the victory. So we are going up against maybe a vulnerable Stanford team. But here's the thing, they have Bryce Love, who's one of the best offensive, I guess, prospects going into the NFL draft. I don't know if you could really call him a running back. He's more of like just an offensive weapon. I mean, he can line up at receiver, he can line up at running back, he can do it all. So we are going into this game looking to stop this man. He is a senior this year, and we got our hands full. So here we go. We are on the road to start this game, but here is Costello back in the lineup for the Cardinals here with a shotgun snap on a first down, throwing the ball to the left side. He's going to find Trenton Irwin for the 13-yard reception. Stanford does have a couple of stars going into the NFL, more than likely. Bryce Love, already mentioned him, but also J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He's also going into the NFL this year as well. So now on a 3rd and 5, throwing the ball to the right side, finding Osiris St. Brown, but that's a nice stop that time by Trey Webb as we come back out inside the 5-yard line, precisely at the 1. So here is Roberson getting the handoff to start off this game, and we get the 5-yard carry on that one. So now facing our early 3rd down here, throwing the ball to the right side, finding Trey Hartley, the senior, and that's a nice catch for a first down gain of 11. So here's Tyler Nevins, the sophomore, into the game, picking up 6 yards as we move the ball closer to the first down marker at the 27-yard line. So now on a 3rd and 3, this time getting tipped at the line, and we're not going to convert the first down as we had to punt the ball away. So 2 punts already for both teams as we come back out on defense. So here's Caden Smith getting the catch across the middle, and that's a tackle by Ethan Aguayo on that one, but they do get the first down. So here's Bryce Love running into his offensive lineman and getting tackled that time by Bryson Bridges. So now on a 2nd and 6, here is Love once again getting a lane to the left side, and this time he's going to pick up some nice blocking, and he's going to take this one all the way for 40 yards and a touchdown. So now we have to come back out and answer that, as Bryce Love, like I said, he's dynamic, and we got to stop him in this game after giving up over 200 yards last game to McMillan from CU, as we have our hands full in this one. So now here's Montel Aaron on the play action, throwing the ball across the middle, and that's caught by the senior. And look who it is. It's Ty Cottrell, who had a big game in his first game last time versus CU, but he picks up the big gain on this one and makes it a first down inside the 15-yard line. So now on a 3rd and 7, throwing the ball across the middle, and this is the other senior, Trey Hartley. He gets in for the touchdown. That's a nice drive. Montel Aaron, 5 for 6 and a touchdown, as he makes this a 7-7 game. So now here's Bryce Love getting another handoff to the left side. This time he's throwing Jonathan Leonard off of him, and he's picking up a first down on that one. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Bryce Love getting the handoff to the right side, and that's Ethan Aguayo on the stop that time. And look at this defense stopping Bryce Love. That's the type of defense we like to see. So here on a 3rd and 11, here is Costello all day to throw. We're only rushing 3 on this one. He throws the ball deep across the middle, and that's picked off by Jonathan Leonard Jr. And he's going to take this one to the 15-yard line. And wow, our defense shows up for its first interception of this dynasty as we now take back over in our own territory. But here's Trey Hartley getting another reception after that touchdown catch, and he picks up a gain of 16 yards. So here's Roberson found his blocks, being patient. He's picking up 8 yards as he pushes forward, and that's a nice gain for the senior. So now on a 3rd and 1, getting the handoff up the middle, and here's Roberson once again, and he's picking up the first down carry. So now into the 2nd quarter, here's Roberson getting smacked this time, and that's a loss of 1 that time, getting a hit from Jordan Perez. So now on a 3rd and 7. Here's Montel Aaron rolling out to the right side. This time he's got the defensive end on his heels, and he throws this one away, and we have to punt it away back to this Stanford offense. So here is Bryce Love getting the handoff here up the middle. This time he's being indecisive. This time closing all the gaps, and he picks up 6 on that carry. So now here's Costello from the shotgun, facing a 3rd and 3, throwing out to the left side, and that's picked off by Isaac Tagia. And he's going to take this one all the way to the 22-yard line. And this was the guy I was excited about this season. True freshman, and he is going to be a star on this defense, in my opinion, come future. So now here is Malik Roberson getting the handoff to the right side, the counter, and he's breaking a tackle, showing some of that power. This is something that I mentioned last video. I just like his blend of size, speed, and elusiveness. He's smaller, 5'8", but he just can run with some power. As here he is inside the 5 this time, and he falls forward into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown off of the turnover. And that's the type of thing that we like, converting off of turnovers. As here comes Stanford back on an offense, but on the next play, here is Trey Webb in for the tackle, and that's a nice tackle for a loss of 2 for Stanford. So now on a 3rd and 6, here is Costello from under center, but he's throwing this one away, and he had instant pressure up the middle, forces him to throw that one away. So we do have to force him to punt on that one. So now on the next play, here's Tyler Nevins getting the screen pass to the left side, and that's a 4-yard reception here for this San Jose State offense. And now on a 3rd and 6, here's Roberson getting involved in the passing game this time, and he's picking up a gain of 13, and that's a 1st down past the 50-yard line. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball to the left side, there's Ty Cottrell, the senior, and picking up 12 yards on that one. No big plays from him just yet. So here on a 2nd and 10, trying to run the jet sweep, but this time they're looking out for him because they know that game he had last time, and they bring us to a 3rd and 13. Here is Roberson on the slant route, but this time he's picking up some yardage and getting a gain of 15. So Roberson showing off the hands in this one so far, as he picks up a nice gain across the middle. But on a 3rd and 11, a couple of plays later, throwing all across the middle, that's Trey Hartley, but he can't pick up the 1st down on that one, as we do have to settle for the field goal, but we do make it a 2-score lead. So now a minute left in this half. Here's Costello throwing across the middle. That's Smith, his tight end, and he's picking up a nice gain of 16 on that one, as they move the ball closer to the 50-yard line. So now with 2 timeouts left in this half, here is Costello throwing across the middle. That's picked off by Jesse Ozuna. And Jesse Ozuna is one of those veteran guys on this team. He comes up with the interception on that one, and we take back over here with 30 seconds left here in this first half. So here's Roberson getting the handoff up the middle and getting 2 yards as this clock continues to run. So now 19 seconds and running. Here is Montel Aaron throwing out to the right side, finding Malik Roberson, taking a huge hit on the sideline that time, but holding on as he gets this to the 50-yard line and a 1st down. So now on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball to the sideline. That's Trey Hartley taking another big hit as they're trying to force these fumbles in this game, and we do get it into field goal range with 3 seconds left, kicking the field goal, but that's going to be off the crossbar. Look at how close this one was from being a field goal good before halftime, but it fails, and we go into halftime with this 10-point lead on the road. So now to start this second half here, we need to establish this run a little bit, but here on the play action fake, faking it and throwing it to Josh Oliver, the tight end, the senior tight end, and he picks up 13 yards. You know, I didn't really notice how many seniors we're going to have to replace going into next season, and it's going to be important in recruiting. We will reveal recruiting in a couple of episodes because we do want to see, you know, what positions we do need to recruit at, and we kind of want to use that as the baseline going into recruiting. But on this next play, here's Montel Aaron. Can't find anybody to throw it to, and we take the sack on that one. So here is Costello back out on the next drive after the punt, throwing it to Arcega Whiteside. He gets his first catch of the game, and he gets 32 yards on that one. Pretty quiet up to this point, as that's the first time you've heard his name called. So here's Bryce Love getting the handoff to the left side, and this time breaking a tackle and making it up to about the 30-yard line on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 11. They don't get the 1st down on a 2nd down, and here we are in for the stop. That's the senior Jamal Scott. He's lined up as the second middle linebacker on the depth chart next to Ethan Aguayo, but they do elect to go for it on the 4th and 3. So handoff up the middle. Here's Bryce Love. He's avoiding a tackler and picking up 8 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down. So now 3rd and 7. A couple plays later here at the 25-yard line. Here's Costello throwing out to a wide open guy. He's going to find Irwin this time, and Trent Irwin's getting it inside the 5 as they're set up here to make it a 1-score lead. So now here is Costello giving the handoff to Bryce Love, and this time, look at that penetration that time. And that's going to be a great play by Latu. And Latu is a bigger defensive end. Remember, I kind of highlighted Cameron Alexander during the spring game, and I said, wow, he's a physical specimen. But I swear, Latu is pretty good himself, as he's the senior leader on this defensive line. But on a 3rd down, they try to throw it to Michael Wilson, trying to get some yards back, but they can't get enough. And we do get them to settle for the field goal. At least they didn't get into the end zone on that one. So now winding down this 3rd quarter, giving it out to Roberson, but on a 3rd and 3, throwing it out to Bailey Gaither, who I actually projected to be our leading receiver going into this season. But on that one, he picks up the first down. So now on a 2nd and 10, here is Montel Aaron barely getting rid of that throw as he gets hit on that one. But we do have to go for it here on a 3rd and long. Lined up from the shotgun, but trying to get the play off. It's a delay of game. So now 3rd and 15. Here is Montel Aaron throwing across the middle, trying to find Josh Oliver, the tight end. And that's almost going to be picked off, as we do have to punt the ball away. So now Stanford comes back out with a chance to tie this game up. Here is Parkinson getting the catch on the left side, and that's the backup tight end on that one, as he picks up the first down. So now into the 4th quarter. Here's Bryce Love getting the handoff to the right side, and that's Ethan Aguayo on the stop, and that's a nice stop to bring it to a 3rd and 7. So here's Costello once again throwing the ball deep, and that one's going to be to nobody as he throws this one away, and they punt the ball away. So they trust their defense as they don't go for it on 4th on that one. So now on a 1st and 10 on the ensuing drive, here's Justin Holmes getting involved in this one. And we have all seniors on this offense as he gets involved and picks up the first down. So now here's Malik Roberson running the ball up the middle for a gain of 6. So now the sophomore Tyler Nevins getting into the game this time, and he's getting tackled before the first down marker, bringing it to a 3rd and 2. So here's Tyler Nevins once again, and he's getting stopped, and that's going to be a stop on a 3rd down, but we do elect to go for it on a 4th and 1, and we pick it up 4 yards up the middle. And they can't stop us 3 times up the middle on that one as we move the ball to the 50-yard line. So now in the first play after that, 4th down conversion, finding Trey Hartley, who was quiet in the first game, but making a lot of catches in this one. So now in a 2nd and 2, throwing a screen pass out to Tyler Nevins, cutting the ball inside, and he's picking up a gain of 9 as we move it to the 35-yard line. So now a couple plays later, on a 3rd and 7, here is Montel Aaron rolling out to the right side, doing it himself with his legs, and he's getting inside the 20-yard line, close to the 15. So we're about 2 minutes away from sealing this rivalry game, as here is Roberson getting the hand up the middle, and he picks up about 8 yards on that one. So 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left in this half. Here's Montel Aaron picking up the first down on the option keeper as we move the ball inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal. Here's Montel Aaron, this time rolling out to the right side. He avoids a tackler, and he gets in for the 4-yard touchdown run, and he makes it a 2-score lead and pretty much puts this lead out of reach. But Stanford does still have under 2 minutes left. I mean, they can score a touchdown and kick an onside kick and get that back. But on the first play of the next possession, that's a good start as Costello finds his receiver down the sideline. So now 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line. Here's Costello throwing the ball deep to the right side. That's tipped and almost picked off by the senior Dakari Monroe, as they now get another chance to convert on this 2nd and 10. Here they are throwing the ball to the right side, and that's Michael Wilson picking up 14 yards. As Costello, 3 interceptions in this one. He has to clean that up a little bit, but he's doing a pretty good job on this drive here, finding Bryce Love to the left side, and that's a gain of 9 as they're moving inside the 10 now. So here's Costello on a 2nd and 1, throwing out to his tight end, Caden Smith, and he was wide open on that one. Stumbles into the end zone. He gets his first touchdown pass of the game after throwing 3 interceptions, but they do have to recover this onside kick. to stay in this game. So here is the kick, and that's going to be Rashad Johnson, the senior at receiver, and he's picking up that onside kick, and that's going to seal it here for San Jose State, and we get our first win of this dynasty and our first win of season 1. As what a game from Montel Aaron. After throwing 2 picks in his last game, he throws 2 touchdowns. He throws 1 touchdown, runs 1 in, and he makes it a pretty good game, not turning the ball over, as this was a good comeback victory from our last loss last week versus CU. And we were actually at home in that last game, so pretty good to win this rivalry game on the road versus a pretty good Stanford team. I mean, they're rated pretty well. They're in the 90s overall, and we're in the 60s, so this was a really, really good victory, a nice upset here on the road, and this was a rivalry game, so you knew our team would bring it a little bit more, as here Trey Hartley had a pretty good game, 6 receptions for 67 yards. Trey Webb actually had a good game at safety with another nice tackling game, along with Ethan Aguayo and Jonathan Leonard Jr. as they kind of lead the team in tackles. But no sacks in this game. I was pretty surprised, but we did come up with 3 interceptions by 3 different guys, so I like to see the variety there, and a couple by linebackers. I like to see that. So I think this was a good comeback win. I think we definitely need to clean some stuff up, especially with stopping the run. We gave up a lot of big run plays in this game. 2 Bryce Love, 2 big games from running backs from the opposing team. But, you know, I think we played a pretty good game defending the pass. I mean, 3 interceptions, I can't complain there. So we're going to be looking to go back into this next game. We are going into a tough environment, playing up against Alabama, and it does not get any easier in this next matchup. But at least we won the rivalry game. That bodes well for recruits. That will help us in recruiting. So you don't want to miss any action going forward. We're 1-1 going into this matchup versus Alabama. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.